Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of IO. It may be a bit shorter episode of IO because I don't have really much time today, but we are back. We're finally back with IO. After like a week or two, I think I've basically made a marathon of Rewrite. I'm pretty much done with Rewrite when I'm recording this. I have like one more episode or something. But yeah, let's continue the game. Apparently, IO have like 3 endings to it, like you could call them like the main endings, basically how the IO could end. So I'm very like interested in like seeing all of them and stuff. So let's just go and let's see how the A prime will go, because we finished D prime and we unlocked some stuff, if I remember correctly. Also, wait. D and A are crooked now, just like these two. Why is this happening? Also, yeah, like in the comments you also mentioned that it's not just me. It really is something wrong here. Anyway, we'll see at some point. So I think like we are supposed to go to logout, I believe.
Mio.
I don't remember now, but I think it's in the logout, right? Yep, okay. So I have a boy who lost an arm, okay, yeah, obviously Hinata, and this is so different than what we saw in the normal IO roads. And a bewitching woman who sleeps quietly, okay, yeah, these are like way different descriptions of the characters. So yeah, anyway, let's go from like top to bottom once again, and let's start with Hinata, a boy who lost an arm, and yeah, let's see, in which time period are we going to play. It's all over. My journey is over. Okay, when is this? After all, Musk is here. Oh, this is okay. So this is the future. This is the aftermath of, like, when we saved Mutsuki. Okay. Yumi is here. Yaoi-sensei and the others are here. Okay. Are they supposed to be dead? Okay, so we are in cyberspace. And everyone's smiling. There's a definition of happy ending. The curtain has fallen. The world is engulfed in happiness. And that's it for the episode. Thank you everyone for watching. I will see you in the next one. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the A prime. Basically, we reached a happy ending. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the episode and stuff. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. So yeah, click the like button if you like the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again from Pocket Watch. Let's geek out. The world is engulfed in happiness, but there's always but. Do not end the story. Something wrong. Something's missing. That thought has begun to wrap itself around me. In order to recover my sister, I sacrificed someone important, didn't I? Someone important, you say? Oh, Sakuya! Oh, there's the bunny! That's an ugly fuck bunny. I mean, it's cute, but okay. That's right. Sakuya isn't here. My childhood friend who is always energetic and right by my side. Yeah, she died in the right? At the Exarch facility. Oh no, wait, she was supposed to survive, right? Did she survive? Yeah, she survived, right? But so she died, actually? I forgot. God damn it, it's been so long since I recorded IO. Before I knew it, Sakuya had disappeared from my side like clean water when you try to grab it with your bare hands. Just where is she now? Why didn't I notice this? What she's been doing up until now? Have I been refusing to even think about her? So, I realized for a while now that background music is like so goddamn silent in comparison to how I speak. Especially this like very silent notes. I will like edit out the louder music maybe later, but anyway. I've been refusing to even think about her. Okay. This is going to be Sakuya Road?
お兄ちゃん、どうしたの？
Okay. 2033.
まあ、ムツキか。
So we're back to living in the same old house. Mutsuki's here. She's definitely right here. This isn't a dream. How can you be sure? If that's the case, then Sakuya not being here might be a bad dream. In the first place, why was I convinced that Sakuya wasn't here? October 19th, 2032, half a year ago, after that chaos, we were sheltered by Yayoi-sensei, because Mutsuki and I were too deeply involved with that incident. Okay, you will be allowed to return home when the world regains stability. That time came for us half a year later, this morning. Then, shouldn't Sakuya also be returning right around now? It's only natural to think that. Didn't she die? At some point? She was also found shelter in a safe place. I don't remember now what happened later. Now. I remember I assumed at some point that she died at the Exarch facility, but then later in some road, we had her or something? And then we realized that I just assumed she died, so she was alive? So why she's not back then? So she didn't die at the Exarch facility. Right? There's no way that she'd be gone.
ちょっとな。
I gave Mosky a sidelong glance and slowly take off my cell phone. It won't connect. Okay, trying to call Sakuya, I guess. But what else could it be? What happened? What is a dream? What's a dream and what's reality? Did I have to lose Sakuya to regain Mutsuki? This unspeakable anxiety is driving me nuts.
ムツキ悪い。ちょっと出てくる。
お兄ちゃん。
Okay. I see Mutsuki's face as I leave. Her thin right hand fingers are stretched into the empty sky. She's trying to tell me something with them.
すぐ帰ってくるから。
No way that theories from the comments were right. I say just that and then rush out of the house, as if I'm running away from it. For a while I can feel Motsuki's gaze behind me, like she knows something. There's got to be some sort of mistake. Which button is the wrong spot? Can I make it right? The dark clouds overrule the world I can't see ahead. All I can do is run through it without wavering my gaze. Even though it's a night, the lights in Sakuya house aren't on. Okay. There's no sign of anyone there, perhaps because no one lived there for a while. The realization gives me goosebumps all over my body. My arms are shaking from the excess hesitation with my finger. The sound of the doorbell echoes in the emptiness. But, okay, so Nabu should be alive, I think. I don't think he died, right? I assume that Sakuya died, so she should be alive. So why they didn't come back? Did they die off screen?
昨夜。
There's no signs of anyone coming out. I wish that anyone would open the door, even Sakuya's obstinate father who always antagonized me.
一体どこに行っちまったんだ。
When I was looking for Mutsuki, I sensed danger, so I kept my distance from Sakuya, even if it meant lying so she wouldn't get involved. Even now, I can still clearly remember the last face Sakuya ever showed me. It was a lonely smile.
また会えるなら今だって笑え
So
る。
that was the last time you actually met with her. Okay, so it really was that. Okay.
あれおかしいな。
At that time I made promise to her.
じゃあね、元気にしてるんだぞ、ひなたくん。病気しても怪我一つしても許さないからね。
Okay.
わかった。約束する。
じ じゃあ指切り玄馬嘘ついたら針千本の
そうだな指切りだ
Okay. We promised. We pinky swore it. So it's definitely weird that she's up and vanished like that. Got to be some sort of mistake. My heart keeps pounding intensely. I told her to take shelter in a safe place, the safest place I knew. Exarch's research lab, because her father was there. Yep. And that's when I assumed like she died. And then something happened, and she was apparently alive or something. I don't remember exactly, but I think like I just assumed that she was dead. Imagine flash before my eyes. Imagine images flash before my eyes suddenly. No way, was that he's doing? Indeed, a word of affirmation appears before my eyes. Many corpses. As if the lid of the pot of hell were removed, letting death spill out. A scene I want to look away from. There's an image of that incident, where Dad, Sammy, and her companions died. If it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, just what is he trying to accomplish by showing me this? Okay. Huh? Sakuya, why? Yeah, there she is. Sakuya is being led away by her father, who is wearing a white coat, and they begin to run away as she looks back many times. Her ponytail sway like the rabbit's ears. Rabbit is back. A rabbit and a watch. A rabbit holding a watch, running hectically. Rabbit's ears sway, as if they can, as if they are inviting me to catch me if you can. The house is empty. Sakuya was there during the incident. Did Sakuya vanish at the place that died? Just what happened? Her life would be in danger if she gets involved with me. I desperately tried to stop her from following me because of that thought. And that was the result? Yeah, like... is this actually remembering my choice from Road A? My last choice from Road A? Because I remember that I replayed Road A and made my original choice. No, my original choice was to keep her by my side. So the game does not remember my choice. Okay. I think. Right? In my last choice in Hinata Road, I said like she should stay with me. I think. Anyway. With a faint hope, I hit the doorbell again. And again and again. But as I feared, no one answers it.
おかえりお兄ちゃん
Okay, hi. I reply half-heartedly. My mind is full of thoughts of Sakuya. Even though I said I'd return soon, it's gotten late, so I worried Mutsuki.
ご飯できてるよすぐに食べるよね
あうん
Mutsuki is not asking me anything, even if she's not. She has already sensed something. Mutsuki's silent figure from behind as she seats the dining table alone is excluding silent pressure. Yeah, Mutsuki is somehow connected to Sakuya. Something similar to like he and Hinata. I mentioned that like, I don't know like at which road. But this is like actually, like they're like very like little subtle hints in like her behavior and also in Sakuya's behavior. They're somehow connected. I know what to do at times like this. I can't keep quiet about it any longer. I have to tell her. It's something that concerns both of us after all.
昨夜がいなくなった
Okay.
さくやちゃんが
Who's Sakuya? Or you just weirded out like, hey, she's not gone? What do you mean? Mutsuki also played often with Sakuya, so this counts as the concern to her. Oh, okay. Right. Right. In the backstories that we had in like in Hinata Road. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, yeah, she was in backstory, but I forgot that Mutsuki was in the backstories too back then. So all the three of them.
携帯もうちの電話も繋がらなくてうちにもいないし
またま留守だったんじゃないの？
Okay. This time she looks straight into my eyes.
いや、郵便受けは溢れかけてたし、だいぶ前から
Okay.
誰も住んでいない様子だった。
そんな。
Okay. So Musky is also concerned about her, it seems. She doesn't know. So maybe my theory is not good. I resolve myself and decide to tell her my secret.
ヒーが見せてくれた。父さんが死んだあの事件の時、昨夜もそこにいたって。
じゃあまさか。
An uneasy frown appears on Musky's face. Is it frown? I don't know.
昨夜は川原のおじさんが連れて逃げた。だからきっと生きてる。
Yeah, okay.
そうなんだ。
But this doesn't clear off the worried frown on her face.
大丈夫だよ。
I thought I'd say that. I can't get that image out of my head.
そうだよね。いつも元気なさくやちゃんだったもんね。
Even these words have an empty echo to them. Even though Sakuya's normal girl, she saw a lot of people die, and to top it off, she herself almost died. Those rabbit ears say, "Catch me if you can." If Sakuya calling me, no matter how I look at it, Sakuya's a crybaby. I'm sure she's crying for help even now.
むつき、
どうしたの？
僕は昨夜を探すつもりだ。
Also, one second. I need to save and check the CGs for a moment. Because this CG is just like flashing, and I want to like check something. CG. Which road is it? Okay. Okay, maybe just the angle. Like, I thought like Sakuya is smaller than I thought she is. She's shorter, I think. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, maybe this is just the angle. Like, I thought like maybe like the Sakuya from like the incident, she's like younger than the one that he remembers or something, and like it just didn't fit for me like age-wise. Like that was like something very weird, but maybe it's just an angle. So yeah, she just looked shorter than I thought she is. Just then, a wild grin appears on Musky's face as she nods.
お兄ちゃんならそう言うと思ってた。
Okay.
でも、
Because she was confined in Enigma for such a long time and has finally emerged after so much trouble. I don't want to cause more concern and trouble for Mutsuki, but...
さくやちゃんは私にとっても友達だもん。
Hell yeah.
当然でしょ？
そうか。
Feeling like Mutsuki could disappear again, I get uneasy, but my sister's eyes are shining with intense resolution and willpower.
ありがとう、むつき。
That's all I can say.
だからお兄ちゃん大好き。
Such bold, absolutely positive words. Mutsuki may have been controlling me like this for a long time, but it doesn't feel bad.
で、どうしようか。今日は
It's not like Mutsuki and I are in opposition to Code or Izumo anymore. In the first place, Izumo's gone away, and Code, which Yumi now controls, has currently ceased secret, destructive activities. There might not be any threat of danger. Okay, so Yumi is still controlling the Code. Okay, and besides,
事件現場に行ってみようと思う。もう半年も経つから何も残っていないかもしれないけど。
Oh, so go to Exarch. I see. Even so, there's what I learned today. He hasn't left me. The code of biocomputers is still with me.
そうだね。パパが亡くなった場所、私たちはこの目で確かめてみなくちゃいけないよ。
な。
It's not like I witnessed Dad's death. I myself was also on the verge of death, so I couldn't even attend his funeral. That's why I haven't directly mourned for him up until today.
そうだ、ユミちゃんも誘ってみたらどうかな。
ユミを
Yeah? She's not even acquainted with her, is she? At the moment I think that I realized that maybe when Mutsuki was linked to Enigma, she saw everything via Lem. Yep, probably.
だってユミちゃんはあの時現場にいたんでしょ。もしかしたら何か知っているかもしれないよ。
I don't think she knows anything, but sure.
確かにそうだな。分かった。
Like, she was pretty much gravely injured. Like, she couldn't even move.
さすがお兄ちゃん。
I don't really get what she means by that. But I made my decision, so I spring into action. As expected of you. I don't really know what she means, okay. I take out my cell phone once again. Hey Yumi, been a while.
もしもし。
ユミ、ひなた
Wait, she doesn't even have like his phone number in her phone?
ひなたくん。
実は
I tell her about Sakuya being gone. How about we are going to Exarch Research Lab tomorrow? I give her a brief summary of that.
そうなんだ。
ムツキも一緒に探してくれるって
むつきちゃん。
みんなで行った方が何かと心強いしね。
Okay. Oh. Okay.
ね、そう
Yumi lost her twin sister Sami and her friends at that place. Yeah, I guess like this is trauma, yeah. That place reminds her of their deaths. That's no wonder she doesn't want to go.
ごめん。
True.
変なこと言っちゃって。
I curse my lack of delicacy.
ユミの方こそ。
いや、僕の方こそ。それと、よ、
そういうことは。
ありがとう。
じゃあおやすみな。
おやすみ。
Late night calls. Hinata and Yumi would fit well in White Album too.
ユミちゃん、行けないって。
うん。
じゃあ残念だけど、二人で頑張ろう。
そうだな。
Okay. Have I fastened the button in the wrong spot yet again? My thoughts expand endlessly. Okay, time to investigate the Exarch facility, it seems. The next day, Mutsuki and I go to the scene of the incident being left out. Okay. Even though it's already been half a year since the incident, that area is covered in the blue vinyl sheets as if it were under construction. There's no signs that it's being used. Can we get inside when we try to approach it? Okay. Makes sense. There's guards around. Security guard in the black clothes blocks our path.
少しだけでいいんです。入れてもらえませんか。
Why would that work on anyone?
僕からもお願いします。
Yeah. There's some random guys just like walk up and want to like enter the facility that is like basically a place of like some kind of like incident. Because how would like anyone know what the fuck happened there? The guard ignores us and waves his button as he drives us away. Damn it, will I have to resort to brute force? If I used his battle power, I could get this done in an instant.
お兄ちゃん。
Mutsuki pins down my left arm as I try to rise it. Mutsuki pulse rate, perspiration resistance and adrenaline distribution are transmitted into me from my sensors in my left arm. Mutsuki hates me using violence, it makes her sad. She's right. What would violence solve here? Damn it, what the hell was I trying to do?
よう、腕の調子はどうだい？
Who's that? I hear a familiar voice from behind me. Oh, okay, that's the Ikwa's dad, the guy from the Cyber Force. When I turn around, I see a middle-aged man holding beautiful yellow chrysanthemums in his right hand, and
宮田さん
yeah, he's like going there to like pay respects basically because his son died there. Yeah, that's why he have a flower, I think.
久しぶりだな。
Probably, I think that's
これからはいきなり行方をくらますのは勘弁してくれよ。
what I assume because he have a flower. So we can go with him, basically. Mm,
すみません。
しかしまたどうしてこんなところへ。そうか。
yeah.
君の父親もここで。
As he says this, investigator Miyata of Cyberforce places his flower down and silently prays. Oh, he's not going inside. Okay.
もってまさ
Miyata-san frowns faintly.
俺はここで息子を亡くした。
Yep.
あの当時は息子のクラスメートもよく来てた
Mm
ん
hmm.
だが。
One of his classmates.
クラスメイト。
Who was his classmate? They were in the code, but wait, he was like in school with one of them? Wait, what? That's new, I think. Sammy? But Sammy was in the same school that we were. Shouldn't like we know that Equest was like in our school? Actually, Hinata never had a chance to see Equest as the criminal member. So even if he saw Equus in school, he wouldn't like connect this. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay. That's why he doesn't like realize or something. And those who also remember Yumi who didn't come today. She's actually my upperclassman, but
他の被害者の遺族が訪れることもなくなったし、今では花を捧げに来るのは俺一人になっちまった。ついさっきまで思った。
okay. Muski bites her lip. She wasn't able to come here until today. And the mastermind behind the incident was Izumo.
それにしても、世界中でテロが日常茶飯事だなんて、全く。俺はそういう悲劇が今後一件でも少なくなるよう職務を全うしたいと思っている。
ここの事件はまだ何も片付いてませんよね。
なあ。
Yeah.
そうだな。
How will like they even like clear this up? I think like this incident is going to be like forever just a mystery for them. Like it's never going to be solved. Like how can they solve this even? Realistically speaking, like come on. Like he was involved. Like this is basically a supernatural power that did something there. Miyata-san lights a cigarette. He takes a deep breath and slowly blows out smoke.
君はここへ来てはいけなかった。何のために我々が君のために偽の身分を用意したと思うんだ。
Okay. It's true that back then the incident happened. That mindset was correct. The code is currently dormant under Yumi's command. He doesn't know it, probably. There's nothing to worry about. I have no clue what Izumo is thinking, but I don't think she will target me again. So she's alive. Okay. Ashur and Marduk will probably not attack again either. Yeah, they're finally together and they cooperate. They finally met. And Eresh is inside Enigma, if I'm correct, right? I think. Yeah, Eresh was used instead of Muski. And as long as I have his power, I'm confident that I can get through almost anything. Also, so he is supposed to like being like inside Enigma, I think, together with Eresh because they met finally, right? In the Deep Prime. They finally met again, the same as Ashur and Marduk. So how he is talking to Hinata? I assume like it's just like some stranded data of he. It's not like he is still around here. It's just like some part of his consciousness is around Hinata. I think. Because he himself is actually inside Enigma together with Eresh. Like he's like inside the dream, I think. As long as I have his power, I'm confident I can get through almost
心
anything.
配してもらってすいません。でも自分のことは自分できっちり片付けます。
おいおい、それが困るんだな。復讐なんてされてみろ。こっちが君を犯罪者に仕立てちまったことになる。
復讐ですか。そうですね。
Yeah.
考えていたこともありました。
At the time, when I was convinced Mutsuki was dead, it's true that was all I could think about.
でも今は他にやらなければならん。
Looking for Sakuya. Would it be better for the best to tell me Miyata-san about her? If we could get help of Cyberforce, that would make my search easier. But can we trust him? Miyata-san's stubborn personality that you can't deal with using ordinary methods. He might use me, Mutsuki, and even Sakuya as a bait for the investigations and endanger us. Just as he was in the past, Miyata-san is someone whose thoughts I can never read. I don't answer and instinctively look at Mutsuki.
お兄ちゃん
Mutsuki scratches her eyebrows and looks back at me uneasy. There is no answer written in her eyes.
大事なことね。
Miyata-san look at me with a gaze that seems like it's trying to read my mind. If I avert my eyes, it will probably look like I'm hiding something from him. So, I suck in my gut and return his gaze. Miyata-san is the first one to avert his eyes.
ところで、君は
He forces an artificial smile on and looks at...
青井ひなたの妹
Yeah.
むつきです兄がお世話になりました
Mutsuki bows her head.
おお、妹さんか。て
Yeah, wow. What a realization. Mutsuki silently nods.
そりゃおめでとう。後でいろいろと事情を聞かせてほしい
Yeah,
ところだ。
I bet. Like, this investigation been like for years, probably. To find her. Like, I think like they like officially like cross her as dead or something, right? And I don't know, maybe it was just mine headcanon. Miyata-san looks at Mutsuki with a great interest. That gaze he's throwing irritates me, and so I instinctively glare at him.
ですね。
Miyata-san frowns as he averts his eyes.
それは置いといてと。まあともかく、どうにもうさんくさい。確かにこの件についてはエクサークは被害者だ。だが、エクサークの連中は利益追求以外の目的でどうも妙なことをやらかしているように思える。気のせいだ。コードの声明によれば、近年のエクサーク絡みの事故や事件のほとんどは自作自演だった。
Pretty much.
それでも物的証拠は何一つ出てこない。当時はマスコミが随分騒ぎ立てたってのにな。しかもコードは壊滅。ドンの出雲司は行方不明。おかげで真相は闇の中。
Miyata-san gives a crooked frown as if he'd eaten something disgusting. It's not like the story about Exarch isn't bothering me, but there's something else I need to do now.
現場を見られないんですか？
ってあの現場をか。
The scene of the massacre, where Code became world famous terrorists, where my father died.
そうです。
まあさすがに今も当時のまんま。
Oh wow.
言って気持ちいいもん。
Okay. So they didn't like even touch the place for a year. Miyata-san gives a blunt answer.
令状ぐらい無線を使ってネットで取り寄せられるでしょう。
Miyata-san scrolls up at my Google Goip.
正当性かつ緊急性があればな。だが基本は今でも裁判所の認めた犯行が必要。
Okay.
コピペされてばらまかれたらこっちは首どころじゃ済まない。
What he's saying is that he doesn't want to cause any unnecessary trouble. Makes sense.
お願いしますパパがどこで無念の最後を遂げたのか
Nice one, Mutsuki.
せめてこの目で見ておきたいんです
It all depends like how strict he is with his job.
おいおい、純粋な女の子の涙。
Yeah.
そんな物騒な最終兵器を持ち出さないでくれよ。
Miyata-san raises his hand in concession.
それじゃ
Oh my
そ
god.
の後で女の子は顔を上げて微笑みました。目元には涙の跡すらありませんでしたと来るわけ。
Okay.
私はそんな
Wow. What are they doing? Are they trying to outfox each other? I can't get rid of the feeling that I'm being left out here.
とはいえ、まあ、
Okay. Miyata-san gives her a wink and starts to walk towards the cart that drove us away earlier.
電脳家だ。
He draws his police ID card in front of the guard.
警察？
The guard clearly falters.
例の事件の現場を見せてもらいたいんだがね。
令状は
Although he is covering, the guard resists. He doesn't seem worried at
これ
all.
は任意の捜査だから、お宅には拒否権がある。だが、 拒否する意味があるの？そっちは被害者で、こっちは犯人の足取りとかを割り出したいわけだ。すでに何度も足を運んだ場所だしな。
But if you are trying to like not let it in, are you somehow connected to the crime, huh? Why you're not letting us see the crime scene? Miyata taps his chin with a finger and grins. His attitude seems to be telling them, if you've got nothing to hide, why don't you just back down and do as I say?
こっちだって念のためだよ。現場百遍。
Miyata-san winks at the guard at this time. She's talks about as unsubtle.
わかりました。
Yeah.
上司に相談してみます。
The guard grabs the phone receiver near the entrance and talks for a while as he glances at us before long.
上の許可が出ましたのでご案内します。
So he says that with an extremely sullen face.
できるだけ手短にお願いしますよ。
Sure. Clue found. Okay. It's likely that no one's come here since the police on-site inspection last year. Tons of dust has accumulated on the floors. Naturally, there are no corpses, but when I look closely, I see that what happens to be old bloodstains have been left behind, letting me know that tragedy really happened here. What's this? Okay, yeah, flashbacks. Once again, an image flashes before me. He begins operating in reaction to something. Is that Ishtar? Yep. Magdalene with blood pouring out of her chest and mouth. Equus lying on the ground and staining the floor with blood. Yumi holding down her left eye while suffering in extreme agony. Sami, whose face is pale and entirely motionless. It feels like my stomach tightens up. I'm assaulted with the extreme nausea that makes me feel like I could throw up everything inside. I killed them. No, that wasn't something he did. No, that was something he did to protect Yumi. I still hadn't assimilated with his yet at that time. Okay, so he can still actually speak to Hinata. Interesting.
ほとんどってなんだよ。
I mean, Yumi is alive. That's why almost all members of Criminal.
ここで死んだ者の多くは俺が核兵器を閉ざしてガスを流したことによって命を落とした。だが、何
Oh my god, he's like barely hearable. Yeah, he's like just like faded voice basically at this point. He's not really connected as he used to be. It's just some like wandering data. Like a bit of it. Odin died here, lost the lives to me closing passion with the gas. Oh, I ended up killing most. Oh, so you empathize on I. So yeah, okay. So like some of them were killed by someone else. I just killed it by accident, it seems. Yeah.
何人かはって。マグダレン。
Yeah.
綾瀬美香は俺が来た時点ですでに鋭い刃物で命を絶たれていた。おそらくエンリル。つまりエクエスこと宮田康介も9ミリ弾で胸及び腹を数箇所撃たれ、すでに死は時間の問題だった。
Yeah. Miyata, the investigator's son. Okay, now he realized who's Equus.
青井光彦の方は頭部に被弾し脳が破壊され、
Uh-huh.
頭を撃たれて。
Izumo glares at me with fiery eyes. Her sword broken, my right hand is clutching a pistol pointed towards her very head. Adios. Yep, okay. Jesus! I attacked Code many times, while under the impression that Muskio was already dead, even though Yumi and the Yaoi-sensei desperately tried to stop me many times. I didn't stop, I was chaotic. The flow of time sure was strange as well, but I killed. I shot at everything with the assassin's bullet that came from the guns in my hands. That's why I exist.
どうした？おい、しっかりしろ。
大丈夫？お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
I noticed those voices. They're both holding me at the bay. Minato-san at the right and Mutsuki on the left. My breathing is wild, so sweat covers my whole body. Where and when am I? My mind slowly starts clearing up. Muski and I went to go to see place where Dad died. Get a hold of yourself, Aoi Hinata. I shake my head and force my consciousness to clear up. I stand up, firmly on my feet.
もう大丈夫です。
Okay. Well, still having flashbacks from other roads, other timelines and stuff. You cannot just escape this, especially when you are still connected to he.
いきなりわめき出して暴れて倒れそうになったからな。もうびっくりしたぜ。
本当に大丈夫？顔色。
うん。原因は分かってるから。
そう？
That wasn't now. It feels if this were earlier, that might have happened, but now it can no longer happen. This is different time axis. I'm not there if I'm not in that time, but that's
父の遺体はどう？
きちんと墓石の下にいるよ。気の毒だが、君のズタズタになった肉体を再生させているうちに、
okay.
エクサークが盛大な車窓をやった。
Alright, I should have carried out Dad's funeral service. I know there's nothing I can do about that, about that now, but it hurts my heart. Did Mom attend that? What's she's doing now? Yeah, she's still alive, right?
未来に寄与する貴重な研究に打ち込んでいた優秀な研究者をまるでハエでも潰すかのようにあっさりと殺してしまいました。
Okay.
私たちはこの暴力を決して許しませんとかなんとか。連中はそんな気で。
Sure.
そう。
Muski lowered her face, gets paler.
でもパパは人類のことは考えていたかもしれないけど。
Muski words feel sulky, and those not her real feelings? Is it true that Dad never showed us any plain love, but...
まあ、俺も人のことは言えんよ。仕事ばかりでこうする。息子に。
Kosuke, Miyata Kosuke, Yami and Sami's comrade. His father was part of the cyber force? It really seems to be true. He said it with a bitter smile, but Miyata-san's voice was full of pain. When I see that, I feel certain that Dad felt the same way about us.
テロリストどもは関係者の家族まで虐殺してしまった。一連の事件で生き残っているのはこの俺と。
母さん。
So she did survive. The words that came out of my mouth felt like someone else, although his voice and expression shows he's trying to play dumb. Miyata-san looks at me with probing eyes.
まあ、それが俺の仕事だが。
Come to think of it, what happened to Mom? Yeah. Did I also end up not thinking about Mom, much like how Sakuya disappeared from my memories?
それでママ、いえ、母は。
Come to think of it, Dad's letter mentioned that her recovery was headed in the positive direction. Yeah, okay. But Miyata-san averts his eyes. Then I understand, since I lost Dad, I convinced myself it was the same with Mom.
失礼ながら、すべての現実を拒絶しておられるようだった。私のせいだと上ごとのように。
Interesting. What do you mean? What was her fault? God damn it, we are in the endgame basically. And now suddenly Hinata's mother seems to be important.
そんな。
Muski lifts her face, her eyes full of tears. In reality, that I've been rejecting up until now, in my mind is resurrected. Mom reached a point where she kept entering and leaving the hospital, with Muski's disappearance being the trigger. That's the reality. Okay.
そうなんだ。
Muski's face wraps in sadness. It seems she's able to understand what I'm thinking just by looking at my eyes. I can hide anything from her, just like in the past. Wait, what? There's a point where she kept entering and leaving the hospital, with Muski disappearing as a trigger. Oh, okay. So Muski disappeared and like she basically broke, and that's why she was like saying like it's my fault, and yeah, okay. So Hinata and Muski's mom thinks that it's her fault that Muski left. I think. Right? Despite that, I can almost never tell what Muski is thinking. That's why I didn't notice it until she ran away from home. It's the same even now. I can't stand it anymore, so I avert my eyes from Muski and Miyata-san. I spot an exit. That's the hallway Sakuya and Mr. Kawahara were running down. I see a hallucination of Sakuya running away, rabbit hair-like, swaying as if inviting me. But in reality, all that there is nothing more than an empty corridor. Just where did Sakuya go from there?
それにしても全くめちゃくちゃな現場だ。
That detached voice brings me back to my senses. Perhaps because he's remembering that time, Miyata-san is crunching his forehead, his deep anguish engraved on it.
エクサークの研究者、テロリストのコード、そしてハッカー集団クリミナルがみんなここで折り重なるように死んでいた。
And a lot of bald elves that we haven't seen for a while now.
この3つを結ぶ線、それが事件を解く鍵だ。そして生存者はただの1名。篠塚真由美は確か君のクラスメートだったかな、教科学園の。
So, he's basically saying that he's not aware, I think. Like, so Cyberforce doesn't know that Nabu and Sakuya were in the building, that they escaped. Like, they're unaware of their existence in this place back in the day. They are off records, I think. Right?
学年もクラスも違います。同じ学校ではあるけど。
Yumi's decision not to come with us was the right move. Knowing Miyata, he'd just ask her questions that would open old wounds.
なるほど。ところでこの事件の問題点
Oh,
は
never mind.
2名の行方不明者が今まで見つ
Never mind. I have no idea why I came to the conclusion that he doesn't know. Sorry, I don't know. I cannot even explain why I thought that.
ここの研究員だった川原徹、
Yeah, okay.
その娘の咲夜だ。彼女
Yeah. Miyata-san casually asks this, but that's just a mask. His eyes have the same sharp glint in them as always, watching me carefully so he doesn't miss the slightest reaction from me. Yeah. I mean, if they were like classmates and stuff, like, Hinata is basically a connection closest to Sakuya, so, like, he's like probably thinking like, what if he kidnapped them or something, you know? Like, I mean, he's an investigator, so... Does he also doubt me? If he's asking that, then Miyata-san is surely asking this is also part of my job. Saying, yeah. I can tell him I wasn't involved with this, because he, who I'm fused with, was directly involved with this incident. The instant I realize this, I feel unpleasant sweat rolling down my spine. They say there's a paper-thin difference between a god and a devil. Does he sees through me? I feel like a frog being glared by a snake. He narrows his eyes, as if he were only sleeping, and looks away. As if he'd lost interest in me, but...
お兄ちゃん行こう。
Okay.
私気分が
Saved by Mutsuki. She tugs at my left arm. Contrary to her words, Mutsuki's complexion looks better than Ilya. Probably because Miyata's pursuit here left her feeling lost.
そ
I began to leave the scene as if I'm being partially dragged along. I want to investigate more in depth. Perhaps we might be able to figure out where Sakuya went. That said?
やれやれ。
Okay, Miyata-san says this while holding his head. As long as he's here, we can't do anything too suspicious. Even though, if it weren't for him, it would have been difficult to get in here.
じゃあ今日のところは解散ということで。何でもいいんで思い出したことがあったらいつでも連絡をくれ。
I don't know if I trust you, but
君たちの味方
probably you are on our side, but still. Like, yeah, like Hinata said, like, we cannot just say that we are not involved, really. Contrary to his words, he glanced at us like Falcon looking at his prey. Yeah. As if he's saying, if you know anything, it'll be your best interest to just spit it out right now. Yeah, okay.
ただいま
Sob. Musky faces the empty house and says this.
ほらお兄ちゃんも
まあただいま。
よしよし
Okay, yoshi yoshi. I didn't really get it, but Muski's satisfied. In the end, what meaning was there to what we did today? We found out nothing regarding Sakuya's trail. All we did is meet up with Miyata-san. Yeah, pretty much. Like, it was like fruitless.
私疲れちゃっ
Okay, I mean, Hinata got a little bit of info, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. Like, he got to know that Equus is a son of Miyata, and that he killed most of the criminal, not all of them. Like, he got like this info, but really nothing about what we needed to know as Hinata.
そうだよな。
Up until now, Mutsuki's been swaying inside Enigma's pod. She lived a life without any exercise at all. I'm sure her muscles are for a world of pain
今日は
tomorrow.
もう寝るか？
そうする。
それがいい。
Okay.
月さん会いたかったよ。
Banner's here. Mutsuki runs over to the stuffed rabbit, which was sitting on the bed, and hugs it tightly with all her might. With the same amount of happiness she did years
だ
ago.
ったら怖い時や寂しい時や辛い時はこれをお兄ちゃんだと思ってギュッて抱きしめるんだ。
Okay.
そうだ。そうしたらそんな嫌な思い
Yeah,
はどっ
that
か
was a
に
thing.
そうなんだ。
今ここでやらなくて
むにゅむにゅほんとだ。すごく気持ちいいね。ねえ、お兄ちゃん。
なあ。
The one in front of me now is no longer that young girl. 16 is emotional age. She is more or less an adult woman, having experienced more things than me. Whenever it was finding someone she truly loved, to say nothing of enveloping with them.
月にウサギいるよね。
Again, the question, huh? Despite that, she asked me the same question she did back then.
いるといいな。
I instinctively give that answer. Muski's eyes widen as if she's surprised. Was my answer different from what she expected?
お兄ちゃん。
She expected us to be more grounded, I think. Like we used to be. But the smile soon rises to her face.
大好き。
は？
While I remain standing in shock, she closes the door. I mean, you are her brother, of course she loves you, come on. Why are you so surprised? I guess like it's not something that siblings tell each other every time. Yeah, that was just sudden. She just said, I love you, and she just slammed the door. Kinda funny. All while my sister's Catshire cat Esquire smirk remains etched into my mind.
お兄ちゃん。
I can hear my sister's faint voice on the other side of the
おや
door.
すみ。むつき。
That's all I can say. I know why Mutsuki is surprised. I myself am surprised by that answer. I'm different from how I used to be.
月にウサギはいるのかな。
Mutsuki's favorite animals were rabbits on the moon, hence why she named her stuffed rabbit Moon Bunny. By then, I was a cold child.
いるはずがないだろ。
Yep.
どうして？
Mutsuki tilted her head. The ears of the Moon Bunny, which she was holding, also swayed in unison with that
妥当
motion.
性がないからだよ。
うん。ダウト性？
Arfia.
妥当性。なんだよダウト性って。
It's a devil's proof. It's invalid. You can't use devil's proof. Because of, like, what was the Landor thing? I forgot. The 10 thingies of mystery. The one that I hated to go around. Because they were pain in the ass. Figured out something because of them. What the hell was that? I'm referencing Kumineko, by the way, if anyone knows. I don't know, my mind is blank right now. Nox rules! Hell yeah, I remembered. Why are we talking about Kumineko now? Okay, god damn it. Anyway. Air Fiat. Sounds like some sort of air purification system. Or maybe the name of some planet in the sci-fi book or something?
まあダウト性は置いておいて。
チェ。
第一に月には酸素も水もないんだから生物の生存には適していない。
But they're space rabbits. They don't need these.
第二に仮にいたとしても、それはもはやウサギとは呼べない。
Why not?
状が違いすぎて進化論的にウサギがウサギとして成立しているとは考えられない。
ふーん。
They would be space rabbits, exactly. They would not be rabbits.
第3に誰もそれを見た者がいない。
Because they're good at hiding.
1969年アポロ11号が月面着陸して以来何度も月の探索が行われているけれど、これまでウサギがいるという報告
Because space rabbits can brainwash you and make you not remember you. So that's why they don't remember seeing the space rabbits.
ゼロなんだ。ゆえに月にウサギはいない。
You are totally wrong.
お兄ちゃんこそそんなこと喋る小学生いないよ。
うわ、
Hearing those blunt words, it came right out of Muski's mouth, made me self-conscious and a little sad.
とにかく科学的にありえないんだよ。
お兄ちゃんの嘘つき、そんなことないもん。
Musky puffed her
じゃあ
cheeks.
ムツキはいるって思っ
そうだよ。いるよ、
アホ
も
いないんだよ。
もうなんで言い切れるの？なんで？どうして？お兄ちゃんいないの見たことあるの？
いないのを見たことがあるかというのはなかなか興味深い問いかけだな。
You can't see something that doesn't exist.
何言ってるんだか。でもお兄ちゃんがその目で見たわけじゃないでしょ。
Yeah.
おいおい、月面探査が信用できないのか？
そういうわけじゃないけど、でももしかしたらみんなで
It's a
嘘
cat in the
かも
box.
しれないでしょ。
あのな、
It would be pointless to lie about it, right? I was about to say that, but stopped myself. It was an absurd topic to be questioning here about any
わか
further.
ったわ
Her
かっ
any
た。
further.
じゃあこうしよう。いるかもしれないしいないかもしれない。それはまだ誰にもわからない。
なんだかすっきりしないよ。
じゃあ半分個だけいて半分個だけいない。
Oh, that's actually an interesting line. This is exactly like what is like happening during IO in general, right? Like we have two words. One eye that see things that exist in one space and the other that see things that don't exist. I imagined only half of the rabbit jumping about on the moon's surface. Only half of it was jumping while the other half didn't exist.
やだよ、そんなの。
Oh my god, oh my... No way, no way the Fury is going to be right, no way. Like, Mutsuki is connected to rabbits. Is like Mutsuki the half of rabbit that exists and Sakuya is the half of rabbit that doesn't exist? Is this actually going to be a thing? But obviously, like, people know about Sakuya. Like, even Miyata said, like, 2 people were missing. And he mentioned Sakuya. That makes no fucking sense. Anyway. Nah. They're, like, very weird in, like, actually mentioning this. And, like, why you... Well, it certainly isn't a pleasant thought.
でも
A thought suddenly hit
も
me.
し月にウサギがいたら大騒ぎだよな。ネッシーや雪男の日じゃないぞ。
Okay.
そうかな。
世界中の学者が我先にと研究したがるわ。マニアが高値で売り買いしようとするわ。月ウサギグッズが売り出されるわ。もう大変。
そうなの？やだな、そんなの。普通のウサギさんと同じように可愛がってほしい。
Oh, sorry, I had to cut. What was that? The same normal bunnies are. I don't want to get special treatment at all. Scientist, yeah, okay.
仕方ないよ。そういうものなんだ。
Also, what's that? My crazy princess merchandise. Okay. Mosky partially buried her face into her stuffed animal as she groaned. And then, when I was thinking about how to sway her opinion, but also pacifying her at the same time,
お兄ちゃん。
Mosky suddenly raises her face, her eyes hiding deep sorrow. I was surprised. that she got that upset about rabbits on the
お
moon.
兄ちゃんはどんなことがあっても
Yeah,
私
that was a thing that she said back in the day. Yep.
なんだよ、そんなことか。安心しろ。
約束だよ。
Never give a special treatment, huh?
Eh?
Just, what did she know? I don't get
なん
it.
で月のうさぎさんを誰も見つけられないのか。
どうしてだ？
大騒ぎされないように隠れてるんだよ。
Yeah,
じゃなきゃ
see, I told you.
隠して
They're good at hiding.
ひっそり暮らせるように。あ、ところでお兄ちゃん知ってた？
Yeah.
嘘？
What the hell? I spontaneously remember that memory. It makes me feel somewhat happy and embarrassed. And yet, for some reason sad. It's because I muttered a bit since then, matured. But what about the whole don't give me special treatment thing? Giving someone special treatment is simple, but I have no clue what one would do to specifically avoid giving it. It's like being asked whether or not there's a rabbit on the moon when you know they don't exist. I'm sure that's why we just went off to go sleep in our own rooms just now. What comes to my mind is a rabbit running while looking at the pocket watch and saying I'm late. Its long ears sway as if they're beckoning me. The place where it's inviting me to go is that mysterious gaping wide dark hole whose bottom cannot be seen. The rabbit leaps. Beyond it is a wonderland no one knows about. Okay. And that's it. That's for the episode. Now, really, for the end of the episode. I have to go. The area beyond my eyelids is stained with brightness. Why? I don't know. We'll see in the next episode. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you think so far about the A Prime. It's actually quite interesting. I don't think like we learned a lot during this so far, but it gives like little like glimpses of like Mutsuki mostly, I would say, like what Mutsuki thinks and maybe how she's connected to Sakuya in a sense. Like they're just giving like very weird clues that doesn't make sense in comparison to like future events. Like half rabbit is visible, the other half doesn't exist. And at the same time we have Miyata that knows that like two people are missing. Like Sakuya and the daughter. I mean Sakuya and her father. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this episode. I have to go. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Click the like button if you like the episode. Subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to see episodes earlier and support me as well. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, as you can count.